It's that time of the year again, Mercury retrograde. So we have Mercury retrograde entering the Virgo sign on the 5th of August, going through right until the 28th of August, and it ends in the dominant sign of Leo. Welcome to Sacred Source Tarot. My name is Aisha, and we're going to look at Mercury retrograde and how we can move through it and not be caught up in the chaos of it all. You know how they say we've got challenges with travel, with technology, communication, and just this level of confusion that normally happens where things seem to kind of slow down. So let's see how we can hone in on this energy and how we can actually work with Mercury retrograde. Let's get spirits to give us some messages. So we're going to look at card number 1 is what will Mercury retrograde bring into your awareness during this time. So let's pull out our first card. Oh my goodness. And the first card that we've got is the 10 of Swords. Now, it's not the end of the world, but it does mean that it's time for you to look at all the things that are no longer serving you. It is the ending of certain things, so it's time for you to focus on relationships, career, situations that are not serving your higher purpose, your higher good, that are no longer meant to be in your space. It's time to focus on those things. It might be a bit of a challenging time, a painful time almost, but because you need to be going through this, and it's like Mercury retrograde going, you haven't really focused on these things, so well, now it's time. So Spirit is kind of saying it is time to focus on these things. It is time to realize what is not working for you at this time, but there is this potential for a new beginning, for a new space for you to move into, if you can go through this time and acknowledge and put an ending to what is not serving you anymore. A lot of introspection during this time, a lot of closing chapters during this time. It's a call to really, really acknowledge what it is that you need to release, and to do some healing for you to enter into this new beginning. 10 of Swords, not a bad card because it is an ending. So don't be so, don't be fearful about it. It is time to review these things and acknowledge these things and put to an end certain things that are not serving you during this time. So we're going to get the second card coming out, where we're going to look at how will Mercury retrograde affect you during this time. And interesting enough, you've got the Ace of Wands coming in. Now, just to remind you, this is a general reading, so it's for all of us to sort of hone in on what this energy is going to bring into our space. So just remember that. Now we've got the Ace of Wands coming in. Ace of Wands, and it's beautiful because the Mercury retrograde ends in Leo. Leo is the fire energy. Wands is the fire energy. I'm feeling that you are going to get sort of nearing the end of the cycle, where you start getting new, fresh ideas. You start getting passionate about something. So again, because there was this ending coming here, especially if you hone in on the energy of you moving past things that are not serving you, you're going to get into this energy where you are going to get like that burst of energy, a burst of passion, new ideas coming in for you, some new project. I mean, if this is career and you're thinking of shifting careers and you work through the fact that maybe something is not working in your current career, you are going to get this burst of energy and burst of new ideas coming in for you, where you can hone in on that energy. So it moves into Leo, Mercury retrograde moves into Leo, and I do feel like nearing the end there is going to be that passion and that ignition of something new opportunities, new ideas. So really sparking that energy. Might not necessarily mean that you need to start on it, but start writing those ideas down as they come. Write it down. Start thinking about what it is that you want to bring into your space. It is a time to use this energy to think and plan for the future. I love this card coming in with Mercury retrograde because it is a time to slow down and observe what it is that you're bringing into your space. So we're going to look at card number 3 coming in. And at card number 3, we're looking at what is it that you need to surrender during this time? What do you need to let go of to move through Mercury retrograde? And you've got the 8 of Swords coming through. Again, I see a lot of thinking, a lot of trying to figure out what's not working for you. So with this card coming in for you, Spirit is kind of saying there might be some restrictions in terms of, or limitations in terms of your ideas of things. So yes, you've got new ideas coming through, but don't let your mind sort of go and dissect and go, well, that's not really going to work. Don't self-impose these limitations. These ideas are fresh and new. Just because it may have seemed like it didn't work before, or it's new ideas and you go, how is that going to work? Don't limit yourself. Do not limit yourself. Your mind is so powerful, and you have the power to move into this energy of creating these new projects or ideas, or moving into this new career. So don't limit yourself. Literally, that's all I'm saying. Move past these mental blocks. If you have to work through them, maybe this is what it is that you need to work through, these mental blockages that you're having, and reevaluating, why do you have these beliefs? What is limiting you that you can't move into the energy of these new ideas? Work through those mental blocks, work through those self-imposed limitations that are holding you back, so that you can move forward with clarity, with progress. Beautiful card. I want to get the next card out, not the last card, but this is advice just in terms of communication. How can you communicate clearer during this time? I know there can be a lot of communication issues during this time. So how can you communicate clearer during this time? And you've got the Magician. Isn't that fitting? Especially coming from this card here, where we're talking about limitations, what your mind is bringing into your space. What are you limiting? You have the power of being the magician. So be mindful of the words you are using. Be mindful of the spells you are putting out there, because you are bringing that into your space. So use that tool, use the mind, use your words as tools to become the magician, so that you can bring in all of these beautiful, amazing ideas that you're coming up with into your space. So I think this is really a reading on the mind, and using the mind as a tool rather than something that's going to limit you. Working through those old belief systems, those things that are just not fitting in your space anymore, that are limiting you. You're trying to break through. And Mercury retrograde is really going to bring you to a place where you need to think through what it is that you're doing. How are you using your mind to create what it is that you're trying to create? How are you using your words? Every time you say something, think about it. Take a moment, slow down, and think about what it is that you're saying. If you need to reword your spelling, then do that, so that you can change that energy and flip that the spell, so to speak, because you are the magician. So definitely use that. It's going to help with communication a lot. Slow down, think about what you're saying. You're bringing that into your space. And I think also becoming cognizant of the people around you that are saying certain things, you can shift that energy too. So if a person comes to you, oh, yes, we all are a little bit, you might be a bit slow, a little bit, energy is a bit low, and someone says something horrible to you or really shifts your energy, use your words to change that energy send that energy back to them, or really just send it back into the light and into the love. You don't even need to send negativity back to people. You can actually transmute that energy into positive energy for everyone. So become the magician with your words. You have the power. We all have the power within us. Last message, this one is going to come through from your spirit guide, just to guide you through this time, some advice for you from spirit and your higher self, because they've gone through this process. So they're like on the other end going, I'm going to give you some advice. Let me help you through this process, this time. Mercury retrograde isn't a really horrible time. It's just a moment for us to reflect, a moment for us to catch ourselves, to slow down, to see what it is that we're doing, to not analyze, but to observe our mind and where it's taking us. So really slow down and yeah, let's see what spirit has for you. I'm taking from a beautiful oracle deck here, and it says here, witch. Sorry, I'm just saying. It says here, be the light. Be the light. I'm seeing, or I'm picking up, be the light. Be the witch, be the creator that you want, that you are already, because the witch knows how to use the energies, knows how to transmute energy, knows how to move through things with ease. So be the witch. And I do want to read a little bit more in the book from the oracle deck, but what I'm seeing is be the light. So everyone's going through this chaotic time and this and this and that, but you now have this reading that is telling you, hey, slow down, take note of what's happening around you, what's happening in your mind. Now that you have this knowledge and this power, be the witch and transmute the energy. Let me just read here. It says here, no matter what is happening to you or around you, you have the choice. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickering, or energies that are just going to limit your joy. Absolutely. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile towards you, or someone else, or you are in a negative situation, perhaps in your workplace, or you are being invited to be in the light. You are an incredible person who can really bring light. So how can you change the energy? How can you redirect the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself? How can you help the person that is being picked on? How can you be the one who is not causing drama? You kind of have all the answers already, and you also know that you are being encouraged to shine the light you were born to share. Absolutely, just like I was saying, and just like your spirit guides have been directing you, be the magician. You can transmute all kinds of energy, and during this time become hyper aware of that fact. Beautiful message. We can definitely navigate this time with purity, with flow. It doesn't have to be a chaotic time. In fact, when it gets a bit chaotic, laugh about it. Ha 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 ha, it's a bit chaotic. Oh well. It doesn't have to be really this dreadful time, Mercury retrograde, everybody running around trying to get their contract signed before the 5th of August. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If this resonated, please leave a comment in the comment section. And as you go through the month of August, let me know some of the challenges that you are overcoming. What are some of the beliefs that you are working through? And what are some of the new ideas that come through for you this month? Utilizing the Leo energy, the energy of fire, the fire element, and then just working through your beliefs and becoming the magician, the witch. Shine your light. Be the light. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this, please give a thumbs up, and if you haven't started following this channel, join the community of beautiful divine souls who are always shining their light. In the comment section, you can just go and see. Everybody is beautiful. Thank you so much.